Hi, grade six. It is Monday, the last week that we have to work before our summative project is due. So, I want to walk you through just some steps to guide you today. You definitely need to make use of today. Do not waste your time. I am not giving you new work to do, just giving you some guidance each day because I want you to make the most of this time that you have and make sure that the work that you turn in is quality work. So, let's go through the steps for today, and then you'll have the rest of the time to continue working on your project. Based off of my reflections and reviews of work, nobody is done. Absolutely no one with their research or their visual. So, the objective is this week, I can document source credentials using Noodle Tools. I can edit and revise thorough notes from resources I find valuable, and I can share and expand on the seven spokes of civilization. So, today we're going to review the checklist for you. You have an Ed puzzle that you are in at the moment, and then you have just a Google question prompt to ask your questions, and then you're going to continue with Noodle Tools and your visual. All right. So, first, obviously, what you're doing now, watching the Ed Puzzle video. Then you are answering the Google question stream. You're checking Friday's answers and adding any new questions that you have on Mondays. And then you need to review tutorials as needed. So, I will show you in just a moment that under Google Classroom, there's a folder for digital resources. And under that, I added all these Noodle Tools tutorials. So, absolutely must, you should already be there. Add to Noodle Tools at least 4 sources and at least 1 note card for each supporting question. So 7 note cards total. And then you must work on your visual. Okay, so you should have already clicked this link and already be in the Ed Puzzle if you're hearing my voice right now. And then this is just a screenshot from Friday, but you're going to watch Ed Puzzle and then ask the questions, whatever questions you might have. And if you have time, see an intent. So let's walk through Google Classroom really quickly. So for the classwork today, again, mine will look a little bit different from yours. At the top, you have resources for Monday. And if you check in here, I can't let you show you without hitting edit, but you should have the slides and then the visual presentation checklist. Okay. So those are the things that you have in Google Classroom for today. And also the Ed Puzzle link will be there as soon as I'm done making the video. And then you have a spot to answer questions. So whatever your questions may be, you are going to add your question here. All right. So then after that, I want you to see over here. I purposely put this in the folder because we talked earlier this week that we don't want too much cluttering up the top of the feed because that's where your new stuff is. You can see I put Friday's work underneath this folder. So this is just the things you'll need now. But if you are behind on Noodle Tools, click on the digital resource folder. Okay. And you will see Noodle Tools video tutorials. So I created 3 different videos. Creating and sharing projects is 2 minutes. Adding sources is 6 minutes. And adding note cards is 7. Obviously, that requires some more focus and details. So there is no excuse to say, I don't know how to do that. It is here under the digital resource folder. I remade these videos even after I've already made videos in previous weeks that we've been online because I'm getting so many repeat questions about these. And I know it can be overwhelming, but take it step by step. First, create the project, which everyone should have already done. Then add your resources. Just this is what I used, Miss Jones. Here's 4 things I used. And then get into the tough part of the notes. So, got to have 7 notes, at least 4 resources, and 1 project. Okay. So, that is where some supporting materials are. All right. Right now, I want you to stop what you're doing, go to Noodle Tools, and check that you have at least 4 resources and 7 notes. If you don't, that is where you stop today. You only do Noodle Tools today if you're not yet done. Go and do that now. Okay, If you are still watching this video, it means that you have already completed your Noodle Tools work and you have met the minimum requirements. So you are working on a visual. Under today's classwork for Monday, you will see again linked the checklist. So the checklist looks like this. You must have the content that's showing evidence of the 7 spokes. You must paraphrase and use citations for any text that you include on your visual. And you must make sure to take into consideration the composition, color, and creativity of your visual. So, being extra diligent in what your visual looks like. So, today you are going to add more to your visual. Remember that it is due by Friday. So, if you are done with Noodle Tools, I want you to go follow the checklist to make sure you have all the necessary components and go work on your visual component now. All right, the last part of this video is the question part. So if you are saying, okay, I've done what I need to do on a Monday, I have added my Noodle Tools resources, I've done my note cards, I'm working on my visual, maybe I have a plan for Tuesday and Wednesday, but I have a big question for Miss Jones. I need some answers to this. One thing you need to do from Friday is look at the responses here. So I actually added under your response. Oops, I should go back and hit the answers. There we go. Under here, unless somebody said, like, I'm fine. If they said any kind of question, I put a response under everyone's question. Okay. So I actually just checked these one more time. I answered them on Friday, but I want to make sure that that they're answered today. So going through, there were about 21 questions. Okay. And I can tell some people, like Yonde asked this question, but I've already looked back at her Noodle Tools, and the Noodle Tools, she had definitely more than 4 resources. So I know that she checked this answer. Okay, so check your answers from Friday, and then for today, right now, I want you to go to classwork and go to the Monday question. Okay, so what questions do you have before Tuesday morning, before you want to get started on Tuesday? So do that now.